have to realize that it has to be a prayerfully day every single day, because it's not me being in a world that is in agreement with what I'm doing.
Well, talking about society, what really bothered me is, I think I told you on Facebook, I'm always typing away every single day, and I always let people know the kind of show that I'm going to tape, and I always look for people's responses. And I guess what touched me more than anything is everybody kept saying, okay, your show is virginity and abstinence. They're like, what's wrong with her? I mean, all I could do was just laugh, because, and the sad thing is, it was all my people, okay, and it was all men. I probably had about 20 comments from men, and they were, number one, well, she must not look right. You know, evidently there's maybe something wrong with her mind, but I didn't get anything positive about this show, and that kind of really, it bothered me that we live in a society that, I remember in my time, because I'm a lot older than you, when you were growing up, it was something to be proud of. You were a virgin, and people were like, oh God, that's really great. But nowadays, it just bothered me that people were saying, well, 27 and she's a virgin, and you know, Carla, you might not want to sit too close to her because she got a few issues. And that's what people were thinking. And people who are watching, I'm here to tell you that there's nothing wrong with Veronica. She seems pretty cool to me.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you think that you're setting yourself up for disappointment?
No, I know that I'm not setting myself up for disappointment. I know that choosing this lifestyle and choosing this this way of life is just definitely, it's setting myself up for a lot of blessings. It's setting myself up for positivity. It's setting myself up for just a life of abundance, of so many benefits. And I know it's not a failure. I know it's not a disappointment. I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. Like, it's all positive in this. And I know that deep in my heart. So it's not, I definitely don't believe that at all.
All right, to the young girls that are watching our show, what are the advantages of waiting? Can you just speak to the young girls right now and let them know, kind of break down all the advantages?
Okay, the number one advantage I know for me is loving who I am. And I feel like so many times young ladies, they do have sex because they don't know who they are. They hear that one word, or those three words, I love you, and they're searching for that love. So if you love yourself so much that you know that you're worth waiting for, then you don't, no matter what people say, what they do, you're gonna continue to stand strong on what you do. And that love that you have for yourself, no one can take it away. No one can rip it from you. No one can do anything to change that. And I know that is definitely an advantage. And also, like I said, with just so many diseases going on around, and like so many people just doing whatever they think is okay because society said it is, it's definitely an advantage to just be strong as a woman, and even as a young girl, to say, I know who I am. I know that I don't have to submit to this man, or not submit, but just give my body up to this man because he says he loved me. So there's so many advantages that I know these young girls, they struggle with and they deal with because people tell them everybody's doing it, and everybody's not doing it. And a lot of people believe that they are, but so many virgins are just sitting back like I did and not say anything, and say, well, I'm just not going to tell anybody because I don't want to be picked on. I don't want to be talked about, or I don't want to be, you know, the person that's not in the in crowd. So I definitely tell young girls, it is so much that you will benefit from. There are so many advantages, that there's so many, just having that positive self-esteem goes a long way. And I know it does, because through that one act of choosing to stay that way, you can conquer the world. You can change the world. You can be a person that nobody would ever think you could be.
I gotta clap on that. Woo! All right. I also want to say something to the young girls that are watching. This show pretty much is talking to the young generation, but especially for the young girls. It's something that people don't talk about. When it comes to sex or making love, people never talk about the emotional part of it. There's a reason why we teach our children to wait, you know, and I think that a lot of times people just want to do it, like you said, just to please their man, or just to be part of the in crowd. But no one ever talks about once you start becoming sexually active, it's like something triggers in your mind. And of course, I'm speaking from experience, to the point that you're taking on someone else's whole persona. And to unfold that, what I mean is, when you start having sex, you want that guy to call you. You know, you want to be with him. you know, you can't even pretty much focus on what it is you need to be focused on, like your schoolwork or whatever it is, because you're so busy worrying about, well, where is he, and I miss my boo, and I can't wait to talk to my, so it's so much emotion that goes into having a relationship. And I think that for the people that are watching, that is the reason why you really need to take your time, and you need to really take it slow, because it's something that it's nothing that you need to rush for. And people also glamorize it, and they make it seem like it's, to me, more than it really is. And I'm not trying to put it down in any way, but I think that people just need to, and not just talking to the young teenagers, but even the adults. Why don't you, when you're in a relationship, and these are for people who aren't even virgins, why don't you get to know somebody first? I think nobody, you know, back in the day, they used to call it courting. People would actually date and, you know, a man would ask a woman's parents if he can go out. And it's like nowadays, most of the time, the kids, you know, the boys don't even know the little girl. They just think, well, you know, she got a nice little, you know, bottom, and that's it. And I mean, I don't know, when I look at, like you said, the television and the media and just the way the kids are dressing nowadays, and the clothes, it's like everything is geared to sex. If you're looking at a food commercial, everything is geared to sex. And what we need to do starting today is we need to change the way people think, and we need to change and make people realize, especially young girls, that what you have, really, you should save it for your husband, you know, and if you can't wait, find something to channel the energy in, whether it's, like she said, praying, getting into God's word, I mean, getting into working out at the gym, whatever, but, you know, please, young girls, try to just learn to love yourself and take it slow. All right, now I want to talk more about men. Do you have male friends?
I do. I have, and of course, like going through college and different years of my life, I got along with the guys more than I did with the girls, because most girls just didn't understand why I was doing what I was doing. Like and I have girlfriends too, but I just get along with the guys better. And I have a lot of friends that I talk to, and they know that I'm a virgin, male friends that I talk to, and they know that I'm a virgin, and they support me. And it's amazing, because I feel like some people think most men won't support it, but they do, but it's like they don't understand it either. So they're curious about it, and they want to know more about it. So they embrace it, and I thank God for those friends, because a lot of people don't support it, but I do have male friends that support me, and I talk to them on a regular basis, and they give me their opinions, and we talk about different situations and everything. So yeah, it's a blessing.
That's awesome. All right, I guess we have someone that wants to ask a question.
First of all, I want to say hello, and most definitely congratulations. I think that's a great thing. My name is Stan Green. I'm Carla Mills' image consultant, and the topic here today is very, very interesting to me, and you all touched on a couple of things that I found very interesting, because actually I am going into my 20th year of marriage. I grew up in a house with 4 sisters, which first of all taught me to really respect women. My father didn't play that. So I think a lot of times it has to do from your rearing up. I'm also one of these gentlemen that actually went to my wife's father and sit down and asked him if I could marry her. So I guess I could say that I'm traditional and I'm old-fashioned myself. But the topic and the thing that I want to state on today is that because she made me wait, and I wasn't a virgin when I first dated her, but because she made me wait, it made me respect her a lot more, because what it said to me is that if she made me wait on it, then she's not so fast to give it away. And if it took me this long to get it, then, you know, to make love to her or have sex with her, then that means that I don't have to worry about the future, because I knew this was the woman that I wanted to live my future with. But it made me say to myself, as a man, well, you know what? If she waited for me, then that way I'm comfortable. I don't have to worry about her out there. So just keep doing what you're doing. I think it's a great thing. I think it's a positive thing. And, you know, I feel like this. Great things, good, wonderful things come to those that wait. And that everything is in God's plan. And if he cannot respect you, or if he wants to, say, try to encourage you to do something you want, then that's just really not the man for you anyway. Because a real man will respect your wishes. He will respect what it is that you have and that you have to give him. So I just want to say that to you, and congratulations. I think it's wonderful. Keep